Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me for this 30-minute Pilates workout. As well as giving you various options for each of the moves, I'm also going to be showing pregnancy options throughout the routine. Our focus for this session is to build core strength and stability, and we have a little bit of flexibility thrown in there as well. Remember to work to your own levels, taking breaks at any point if you need to, and of course stay hydrated, so have that drink to hand. We're going to start with a little bit of mobility. We then have 11 exercises to get through, and we finish with some stretches. So let's do this. Heels just outside of your hips. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Stand nice and tall. Pull your abs in. Pelvic floor lifts. And we're just going to start by rolling our shoulders. Keep rolling your shoulders back. Gradually make it bigger by adding in those arms. Lifting your elbows. Starting to open up the chest a little bit more. Bring your arms out wide. Lift your chest and then circle your arms back. Just loosening up those shoulders. Opening up your chest. Bring your hands down. We're just going to start walking through our feet. Loosening up our knees, our ankles and our hips. Beautiful. Heels just outside of your hips. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, tuck your chin, soften your knees. Roll down through your back into a forward fold. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out, roll back up. Stand nice and tall. And let's go again. You have one more like that. And then we're going to go into the Pilates press up. For that press up, we roll down, walk our hands forward, and come down into a box. From here, you do between 1 and 3 press ups. Then tuck your toes under, walk back in, rise up, onto your toes, and let's go again. Belly brace, roll down. Walk forward into the box. So this is option 1. This is also one of your pregnancy options. Option 2, your hands come forward and you bring it down into a 3/4 press up. Between 1 and 3 press ups, then walk back, tuck your toes under. Roll up, onto your toes, bring it down. You have one more option if you want to go for it. For this one, you stay on your toes, hands come out wide, and it's that full press up. Belly braced, spine long, between 1 and 3 press ups, walk back in, and rise. Keep your core nice and tight. Starting to build strength through our entire body. Wonderful. See if you can do one more, and when you're done with that last round, bring it down into a child's pose. Now check out our next move. Coming up onto all fours. Lift your rib cage and we go for 4-point kneeling. Opposite arm, opposite leg lift. Join in when you're ready. Now this is the same option for pregnancy. And if it starts to get too much, we can break it down so it's just the leg that lifts. Or just the arm that lifts. Belly pulled in to keep your spine long. Hips and shoulders are square to the floor. And you don't want to lift too high. Breathe in as you set. Breathe out as you lift those arms and legs. Equal pressure through your hand and your knee. Beautiful, slow, controlled movement. Alternating each side, squeezing your bottom, supporting your back. So not just working our abdominals, but also working around to strengthen our lower back as well. Let's go for one more on each side. Beautiful. Sit back onto your heels. Swing your legs around in front of you. Arms extend. Sit nice and tall. Belly pulled in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Roll down onto the floor, one vertebra at a time. Arms point to the ceiling. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Pull your abs in. Then roll yourself up to seated. If you can't come all the way up, just come up as high as you can. Your pregnancy option, come down onto your elbows, knees above hips. You extend one leg long, then lift up to the ceiling and bend your knee. Chest stays lifted, head above your heart. And just that gentle brace on your core. Now if you want a little bit more, arms come up to your head and you do the same movement. Keeping your core nice and tight. But just take your time with the move. Starting to feel your six-pack muscles warming up. Let's see if we can get one more in there. Beautiful. Now bring yourself down onto your back. If you're pregnant, you're going to stay on your elbows for this one. Upper body is relaxed, abs pull in, and then just tuck your tailbone so you're pressing your lower back into the floor. Pick your knees up to tabletop, knee and hip in line, shin parallel to the floor. Lift your head and shoulders, look down to your toes, and welcome to the 100. From here, our arms pat the air. Now, if you're pregnant, same idea. Put your up on your elbows. Abs pull in, chest lifts. Make sure your abs are pulled in nice and flat. Try to relax your shoulders. If you want more, legs straighten. Making sure your back stays nice and flat. If you still want more, lower your legs. You want to lower to the point just before your back arches. Keeping that core beautifully tight. And you can do these legs options with pregnancy as well, as long as you stay on those elbows. If you find your back arching, just bring it back to tabletop, or take a little break and then join back in. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, bring your knees into your chest. Extend out long, and then roll onto your side. Now if you're pregnant, bring yourself up onto your elbow, otherwise extend your arm. Bend your bottom knee, lift your top leg, leg sweeps. You sweep forward, then flex your foot and sweep back. Point your toes, sweep forward, flex, sweep back. Belly is braced, waist is lifted away from the floor. And see if you can gradually make the movement bigger without your torso wiggling. Same option if you're pregnant. You may just want to move your hand around depending on how far along you are. Squeezing your bottom, bracing your belly. And again, spine stays nice and long. So as you come back, you're not arching your back. As you come forward, you're not curling in. Everything stays nice and long, so it may just be a very small movement for you, which is absolutely fine. And just play around with the speed, play around with how far you can go. You have 10 more seconds here. Feel that burn starting to build in your side glutes. 3, 2, roll onto your front. Now if you're pregnant, you're going to come up onto all fours for this. Hands relax down onto the floor. Take a deep breath in as you do lift your head and shoulders up. Hands do not push. As you breathe in and down. Now if you want to, hands come to your temple and lift. Your pregnancy option, tuck your toes under. You're going to lift your knees an inch into tabletop and then lower. You go again, lift, pulling your abs in, pulling your pelvic floor up. Now if you want a little bit more from this move, you're going to extend your arms. You lift, pull your elbows back, extend, and then lower. Lift, pull back, extend, and lower. So if you're taking it to the sky diver with me, think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. Keeping your belly pulled in away from the floor. Ten more seconds. Can we get one more in there? Relax, arms come out nice and long. We're going to take it into the swimmer. Option 1, you lift opposite arm, opposite leg. Option 2, both arms, both legs. And then option 3, both arms, both legs. and then slowly paddle. Pregnancy option. Back into 4-point kneeling. Abs pull in, spine is long. Opposite arm, opposite leg. From here, slight move to the diagonal, back to center and down. So let me show you face on. Extend, opposite arm, opposite leg. Slight move to the diagonal, not too big. Back to center and down. And remember your options for that swimmer. You can stay opposite arm, opposite leg. Both arms, both legs, creating that beautiful bow shape for your body. Or lift and paddle. Now the paddle should come from your shoulder and your hip, so we're not karate chopping and we're not kicking our heels. The movement is long and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, roll onto your side. So we're going for that single leg sweep on the other side. Pregnancy, up onto your elbow. Otherwise, lie it down. Bottom leg bends, top leg lifts. Point your toes, sweep forward. Flex your foot, sweep back. Belly braced, waist lifts off the floor. And remember, everything stays nice and still. So we're not arching our back and we're not caving into the middle. If you find that you're arching or caving, make the movement smaller. And again, with that pregnancy option, you may have to move your hands depending on how far along you are. Try to lift your waist and then you have the same option. Now, if you're pregnant and you're finding that you're getting pressure on your sciatic nerve, don't lift your leg as much. You can have it sweeping along the floor instead. And you may need to just ease off every now and then. Never a clean break, no way to save me. Oh. So this is where that side glute should be starting to fire off. Got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, roll onto your back. All right, we have our single leg stretch. Knees come in, hold onto your right leg. Left leg extends long, but hovers about an inch. Abs pull in, take a deep breath in. Breathe out, and swap sides. If you want more, lift your head and shoulders, creating that little bit of a crunch into your core. Pregnancy option, you're up on your elbows, and you do pretty much the same. Now for this one, you may need to take your knee wide and extend like this. Again, just depending on how far along you are in your pregnancy. If this is too much, then tap your toes on the floor instead. Pilates is all about control. So the slower you do this, the more control we build, the harder it gets. If you want even more, both knees come in, extend long, arms overhead, and back in. Abs pull in tight. And you lower your legs to the point just before your back arches. And again, all about that beautiful control to build our core stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, feet plant on the floor. Relax your upper body. Tuck those heels in. And we're going to go for a hip bridge. Drive into your heels, squeeze your bottom, belly pulls in. Lifting your hips as high as you can. Now if you're pregnant, you can do this move, but pop some pillows just to prop yourself up so your head stays higher than your heart. Relax down nice and comfy. And take it into a hip bridge here instead. So this just makes it that little bit more comfortable. Now, if we want a little bit more, lift up into your hip bridge, toes lift, heels lift, and down. If you still want more, up into your bridge, up onto your toes, arms go overhead, pressing your shoulders into the floor, arms come back, heels down, hips down. Let's do it again. Brace your belly nice and tight, lift, add in the arms. Squeezing your bottom as hard as you can, keeping those hips nice and high. Let's do one more. Beautiful, relax it there. We have one more move to go. It's called a dead bug. Knees above hips, shins parallel, arms point to the ceiling. From here, opposite arm, opposite leg. So your arm goes overhead, your toe touches the floor, and then back up. Then swap sides. Hips and shoulders stay nice and still, abs braced. Your pregnancy option, up on those elbows, your toes come together, you're going to extend and then pull back in. So this time your knees go nice and wide to accommodate for that beautiful bump. Now if you want that a little bit more and your hips are staying still, how about extending your leg rather than tapping your toe? Stabilizing your shoulders by pushing into the floor. Stay nice and strong, 20 more seconds. More seconds and then you are done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring yourself down into a full body stretch. Just take a few deep breaths here. Now, if you're pregnant, you can join in with the stretches. course, but I would recommend just propping yourself up on those pillows and just be aware, because of the relaxin and the progesterone that your body is producing, it weakens and loosens your hips. So don't take the stretches as far as you normally would. If you need to take breaks, do so. Let's start with some hamstring stretches. Tuck your heels in. Right leg lifts nice and long. Hold on wherever's most comfortable. Try to avoid holding directly behind your knee. Then pull your leg into your chest, just deepening that stretch into your hamstring. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, straighten your left leg along the floor if it feels comfortable. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out, try to pull your leg a little closer. Bend your right knee, pull into your chest. Right foot goes onto the floor. Left leg extends long. And again, just gently pull that leg into your chest. Feel that stretch down your hamstrings. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Right leg extends if it feels good. Take another deep breath in. Breathe out. Can you pull that a little bit closer? Bend your left knee right into your chest. Left foot on the floor, right foot comes up to join, arms out wide. Drop your knees to the right, and as you do, look to your left. Feel that release into your back. Bring yourself back up to center, and swap sides. Legs drop to the left, and you look to the right. Bring yourself to center. Knees come into your chest. If it's more comfortable, take your knees wide and maybe sit into happy baby instead. Just whatever feels right for your body today. Roll yourself over onto one side. Then use your upper body strength just to push yourself up to seated. Come into a most comfortable position for you. And just roll your shoulders. Maybe ease off your neck. Thank you so much for joining me for this Pilates workout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you stay up to date with all of my videos. If you liked any of the music, I will list it in the description below, so go check out some of those artists because they are my favourites. If you have any workout requests, leave it in the comments below and I will do my very best. And of course, if you want to join me for live classes, head over to my Instagram. It's Jenny Hampton-Lockhart, all one word, where I do live classes every day during quarantine. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video, and of course, stay safe and stay active. See you later.